Hello and welcome to House News. My name is Ravindra and I shall be your host for today. In this special episode, to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the Indonesian House of Representatives, we'll present to you the latest updates and highlights regarding the activities of the Indonesian House. Now, let's have a look at our headlines for today.
The Indonesian House of Representatives has carried out its legislative, oversight and budgeting functions over a period of 8 decades, ensuring that government programs focus on public welfare. BKSP received a visit from the Malaysian Youth Parliament to strengthen interparliamentary cooperations focusing on youth participations and improving women's representations in Southeast Asia. BKSP supports the government's initiative to accelerate Indonesia's full membership to the Organizations for Economic Cooperations and Development, or known as OECD. The Indonesian Parliament has evolved through the years, from a simple institution to a modern parliament. Let's see how it has changed then and now.
Commemorating its 80th anniversary, the Indonesian House of Representatives has continuously served the role of oversight to the executive branch, ensuring government programs are implemented effectively, as well as contributing to improving people's welfare.
Vice Speaker for People's Welfare Cucun Ahmad Syamsur Rizal stated, as a legislative institution, the House consistently oversees government programs and the budgeting process to ensure the state budget is utilized effectively and optimally. This includes reducing Hajj costs by up to 45 million rupiah and monitoring the free nutritious meal program.
Ya, selama ini kan harus dilihat terutama di bawah kor saya, bagaimana ketika terjadi efisiensi tetap DPR ini sebagai representatif daripada perwakilan rakyat yang duduk di sini, misalkan Komisi 10 kemarin berhasil mempertahankan walaupun efisiensi tetapi hak-hak untuk anak-anak didik, PIP-nya, KIP-nya, kemudian juga bantuan operasional sekolahnya, ya berhasil diperjuangkan masih tetap. Nah, ini mengawal hal-hal seperti ini di DPR, ini kan bukan hal yang mudah karena harus saling memahami antara mitra kementerian yang menjalankan tupoksinya di bidang pendidikan dengan DPR mendengarkan suara dari rakyat. Kemarin misalkan perjuangan ongkos naik haji yang awalnya misalkan dari 90 sekian bisa ditekan 4,5 juta. Ini DPR terus menghitung. Nah, ini yang mereka kerjakan untuk siapa? Semua adalah untuk rakyat.
In addition, Cucun mentioned the House has an important role in overseeing government performance to ensure the government programs are implemented effectively and accurately through the use of the state budget. Bani, tvrparlemen reports.
During a visit from the Malaysian Youth Parliament, the Committee for Interparliamentary Cooperation of the House emphasized the shared commitment of Indonesia and Malaysia to increase women and youth participation in the legislative branch.
Vice Chairperson of BKSP of the House Ravindra Airlangga explained, increasing women's and youth participations is a strategic step toward achieving peace and inclusive development. Ravindra added women's representations in Malaysia Parliament currently stands at 13.5%, while Indonesia has reached 22%. Consequently, efforts should focus on advancing these achievements. Additionally, Ravindra highlighted the ASEAN Youth Development Index, which measures the welfare and involvement of young people in various sectors, such as the economy, social, and politics. He said the data shows positive trends and also reveals existing disparities between countries.
Keterwakilan pemuda dan perempuan. Dari segi perempuan misalnya, 13% anggota Parlemen Malaysia adalah wanita, di Indonesia itu 22%. Sehingga kita dua negara kami berkomitmen meningkatkan angka ini ke angka yang lebih tinggi lagi untuk keterwakilan perempuan. Begitu juga dengan isu-isu kepemudaan. Tadi disampaikan ada yang namanya ASEAN Youth Development Index. Itu adalah indeks menunjukkan kesejahteraan kaum muda dari dimensi ekonomi, sosial, keterlibatan politik, dan lainnya. Secara umum, ASEAN mengalami pertumbuhan untuk kesejahteraan pemuda. Dari tahun 2013 di angka 0,5, sekarang di angka 0,606.
Furthermore, Ravindra emphasized active participations of women and youth is not only a matter of representations, but also an important indicator of the quality of democracy and development. He encouraged ASEAN member states, including Indonesia and Malaysia, to continue integrating youth perspectives and gender equality into policies at the national and regional levels. Tegar Aziz, TVR Parlemen reports.
BKSAP emphasized Indonesia's accession to the OECD will require harmonization of existing regulation to the OECD good governance standards. This includes labor market reform, which protects informal worker and enhance competitiveness in the global fora, as well as create a more inclusive and sustainable economic opportunity for all.
In a focus group discussions team optimizing Parliament's role in Indonesia's OECD accessions, member of BKSAP of the House Surya Utama highlighted the gap between Indonesia's labor force and the availability of employment opportunities. Indonesia's accessions to the OECD could attract more investment, creating additional job opportunities across the country. This is important as Indonesia is projected to experience demographic bonus in 2030.
Kita pengen bagaimana caranya dengan Indonesia ini bergabung dengan OECD ini, peluang-peluang untuk para tenaga kerja untuk mendapatkan pekerjaannya lebih banyak, dan bagaimana penciptaan lapangan pekerjaannya lebih luas lagi. Di mana kita sama-sama tahu bahwa Indonesia ini pasti butuh investor-investor asing untuk masuk ke Indonesia, dan di mana nanti bisa diselaraskan dengan para pekerja-pekerja lokal kita, pekerja dalam negeri yang tidak boleh kalah sama pekerja kerah putih yang ekspat dari luar. Top level di dalam pekerjaan seperti manajer ke atas itu mungkin harus diisi jangan ekspat, mungkin justru orang-orang kita sendiri.
Furthermore, Surya Utama pointed out many jobs in Indonesia don't match the educations and skills of workers. As a result, many people with bachelor's or master's degrees end up working in jobs below their qualifications. This gap between skills and available works limit career opportunities and the national economic potential. From Banten, Gunarso, TVR Parlemen reports.
When we return, we shall share more interesting information on the new look of the museum in the Parliament building. Stay with us, only on House News. The Indonesian House has been at the heart of the nation's democratic journey since the country's inception. Over the year, it has formed parliamentary commissions and steering committees relevant to the needs of the era, as well as strengthened its oversight and representation role.
The House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia has been a key part of Indonesia's democratic journey since it was first formed. Over time, this legislative body has seen plenty of changes. Its structure, the number of members, and even the way it works have all evolved to meet the needs of the people and the demands of the times. Back in the early years, the House had just a few commissions, each overseeing a wide range of issues. Now, with the growing complexity of national challenges, the House has expanded to 13 commissions, each with a specific focus. These commissions cover everything from politics, law and economics to finance and everyday public concerns. Beyond commissions, the House has also introduced new bodies to strengthen its roles in legislations, budgeting, and oversight. One of the newest additions is the Public Aspirations Body, which makes the parliaments stay connected to citizens by gathering their voices and needs directly. The evolutions of the House from its early days to the present is a story of ongoing renewal, from the growth in commissions to the creations of new supporting institutions. Every step aims to strengthen democracy and better serve the public. As it continues, the House is expected to adjust into a modern, transparent, and trusted institutions that carries out its constitutional duties with integrity.
Bringing history closer to the public, the Museum of the Indonesian Parliament has officially introduced its new face, a modern space that blends education, interaction, and style. Let's take a closer look inside and see what is new.
Did you know that the history of the Indonesian House of Representatives dates back to 1918? Back then, it was called the Volksraad during the Dutch colonial era. Today, you can trace that long journey at the Parliament Museum. And now, the museum itself has been given a fresh, modern look. Since it first opened its doors on January 14, 1996, the museum has continued to evolve. Today, it's more spacious, interactive, and engaging. Let's check out some of the highlights of its new face. One of the biggest changes is in the exhibition hallway, now wider and brighter. It gives visitors plenty of room to explore historic treasures. From an old typewriter once used in hearings, early era session chairs, vintage telephones, to photo galleries, capturing the Parliament's evolutions through time. History here isn't just something you look at, it's something you can experience. The museum now features interactive installations, including a voting simulations. Visitors can play Member of Parliament for a day and get a feel for how decisions were made inside the House. To connect with today's younger generations, the museum has added creative and modern spaces. Strike a pose in a team photo booth, cosplay as the future Speaker of the House, or leave your message on the sticky note wall. These spots blend fun with learning and are perfect for your social media feed. This immersive room is designed to take visitors back in time, from reading historic documents to snapping pictures in recreated past scenes. It offers a first-hand experience of Indonesia's legislative history in a way that feels alive and interactive. One of the most iconic corners of the New Look Museum is the recreations of the old coffee corner. Featuring 2 rattan chairs and a simple rattan table, it captures the atmosphere of the casual yet historic conversations that once shaped national decisions. Another highlight is the display of an old voting board once used by parliamentarians to decide national policies. Every mark on the board tells a story, a silent witness to the crucial decisions navigating Indonesia's future. With these upgrades, the House Museum has transformed from a place of observations into a space of participations. It's not just about looking at history, but making Indonesia's democratic journey something we can all experience and appreciate. Are you ready to explore the new face of the House Museum?
We will bring you to see parliaments across the world, where parliamentarians gather to make meaningful decisions, represent citizens, and oversee the operations of governments.
The House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia is where elected representatives sit to voice the people's aspirations, make laws, and oversee how the government runs the country. Do you know that almost every democratic country has a similar institutions? The difference is each country has its own name and unique way of running things. The United States has parliament institutions called the Congress. It is split into two chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. In the United Kingdom, there's Parliament with the House of Commons holding more power than the House of Lords. In Japan, it's called the National Diet, while France has the Assemblée Nationale. Different names, different styles, but at the end of the day, they all serve the same purpose, giving the people a voice. In Indonesia, things are a little different. We have House of Representatives and Regional Representatives Council. Together, these chambers form the People's Consultative Assembly. Unlike the US or the UK, where both chambers have similar authority, Indonesia has an asymmetrical bicameral system. The House holds more power than the regional councils. In other countries, some parliaments have two equally strong chambers, while others are dominated by just one. Its system is shaped by that country's history and traditions. No matter the setup, parliaments everywhere share the same missions: to bridge the gap between the people and the state. The Indonesian House is a product of Indonesia's long democratic journey from the early days of independence to today.
And that's House News for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again next time.